Love it when the red record light doesn't come on and you're wondering, is it recording or isn't it recording? It's a wonderful Wednesday, July the 5th, about 9:15 or so in the morning in Colorado, and it's going to be a beautiful day looking through my closed blinds and kind of peeking outside. It's going to be another hot day for sure. Hope you all had a beautiful and a safe 4th of July for those of you that are celebrating that in the US. And for those of you in other countries, I hope you had a terrific Tuesday. Been an interesting morning, got up bright and early and already did my work on the network. Was pleasantly surprised by the amount of readings that came through this morning and the messages that came through. So that was intriguing. I really do enjoy being on the network for the ability to help and to heal, and it's just a really good feeling. Already did my card pull for House of Angel card readings on Facebook, and pleasantly surprised by the angel's direction of which deck to use there. It actually was the angel therapy cards that came up, and the card that came up for today on the page was mediumship. Interesting message that came through from that one. So then I reached for these, and I thought I was going to use the same deck, the angel therapy, and then I thought I was going to use angel tarot, and then my hand went none of the above, and we're going to be using my favorite deck, you betcha. Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue Radley Valentine, and needless to say, published by Hay House. So it's an early morning. Let's see what God and His Son, Holy Spirit, and the angels have to say for all of us for today. And already prayed about this, as I do about each reading. And this is for the greater good. And that's kind of what we're here for, to provide guidance, some fun, hopefully, some entertaining, and just peace. You know, we all can use a little peace and certainly a little power, which is why I think I was directed to this one. People are feeling very vulnerable lately, very vulnerable to the world scenarios, the situations that are going on in their lives, and we need to claim our power back. Let's just put it simple, and I'll tell you what I'm hearing. When God is on your side, who can be against you? You have the strongest power there is by relying on and putting your faith and trust in God, His Son, Holy Spirit, and the angels. Now, that doesn't mean to go jump off a cliff without a parachute, but it does mean to kind of release some of the worries that the wonderful ego, fear, manic can get hold of, and release those to God. And know that you're here for a purpose. They're talking up a storm this morning. Speaking of which, that reminds me, my hearing has gone back to the way it used to be on this side. And there's one, is there one more? Is it a 4-card read? One more. Really? Okay. So my hearing has gone back to 90% gone on the physical planet, if you will. And it was kind of a wonderful awakening with that too, in the sense that it makes you truly appreciate the little things in life we take for granted. Once you have it and it's gone, it makes you really appreciate what it was like to have it. So I thank God for that opportunity to hear in both ears after more than 55 plus years of not being able to hear there. So those 24 hours where I had perfect hearing, if you will, was amazing, and it's made me appreciate my psychic hearing even more. We do have a 5-card read, so let's get started. King of Gabriel. Well, this is a beautiful picture, and again, I think this is a card that has not come up here before. And literally says, keep your eyes on the big picture. I'm going to move my glasses this way so I don't have to keep tipping my head. And leave the details to others. Don't put God in a box when you turn to Him in prayer and or in meditation saying, hi, Lord, I want a blue Mercedes with brown leather, 250 or a 350, and I need it to have white wall tires with silver spiked rims, if all you really need is good quality transportation. So leave the details to others. And when you're asking God for something specific that you are needing in your life, always kind of finalize it by saying, or something better. Because the good Lord is here to provide you with the best. And that's what He wants for His children. So your experience of your past and your wisdom that you've gained in this lifetime and other lifetimes is also going to lead to success, and that you truly do have a genuine concern for others. But sometimes you allow yourselves not to show it, and it's easier to not be so vulnerable. We talked about vulnerabilities. It's easier to not be vulnerable and put on this tough turtle shell and say that I'm okay, but your heart is reaching out wanting to help and you just don't want to get hurt again. Remember that when you fill your heart with love, what you send out comes back. And always lessons to learn in the giving. Still not believing the card I just turned over. I'm amazed at how often this card comes up, and it makes me wonder. Okay, I just heard why it comes up a lot for me. Shh, we won't share that secret just yet. But this is not for me, this is for you. And yes, it is the Ten of Ariel. And there is so much to be grateful for. Including the gift of mediumship on Facebook, including the gift of doing angel card readings, including the gift of having a roof over your head, including the gift of being able to get in a reliable transportation and get where you need to be, to having a job, to having children in your life, to having a supportive, significant other or family members around you, to celebrate the fact you can go in your backyard, if you have a backyard, or out on your balcony, and know that you're okay, that you really are okay. Your financial success is dependent upon your actions, and God is here to guide you through His angel messages. And as we get older in life and more established in life, your retirement factors are going to be okay. You're going to be taken care of. And I say it a lot. Honor your parents, honor your children. A rich and rewarding family life is yours when you have mutual respect for each other and kind of go forward. And don't forget, Ariel is the archangel of all earthly matters, and she's going to be coming up in this card too. So, Four of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Didn't we just talk about this in the one for the Ten of Ariel? What you give in love is what you get back. It is okay to give. Don't be resistant to the changes in your life as we evolve into where we're supposed to be on this planet. As your children grow into adulthood, you know, mommies and daddies like to keep them little and keep them safe and keep them protected, but sometimes they need to discover their own answers and their own truths, and that's a tough pill to swallow from a parent standpoint, because all we want to do is make sure our kids are okay and that they will go forward in life having the best life that they can. So, it also talks about extremes. Extremes in anything is never good. You know, you can have a little bit of chocolate, but if you sit down and eat 2 pounds of it, you're not going to do well. It's the same when it comes to earthly possessions, like money. If you're too tight with it, you can't move forward. Yet if you spend too much, you find yourself wallowing in debt that you can't get out of. So you need to find in all things an even keel and an even balance. Next card. It really is an amazing Ariel kind of day. So we're going to talk about everything apparently today that is part of survival. Because now this is the 8 of Ariel. So we've had the 10, the 4, and now the 8. Take pride in the work that you've accomplished. Take pride in knowing that you've been led to this point because you're very good at what you do. Maybe you need a little bit more study. Maybe there's some more research that needs to get done. Maybe if you're looking to continue in your education, there's a scholarship that's coming. Maybe there's something that you've wanted to learn how to do and never really took the time to do it, yet that's part of your life purpose. Maybe there's a certificate that you want to achieve. Maybe there's a master's degree you want to accomplish. Maybe it's just a craft. I'm hearing beading and painting and jewelry making and those kinds of things to keep your hands busy and yet maybe provide an income later on, or just the simple joy of being able to make things for Christmas gifts. Okay, Christmas in July, maybe that's part of it. But learn what it is that makes you feel good and know that you're doing a really good job. Wow. On a 5-card read, 4 Ariel cards. Amazing. So now here's the 5 of Ariel, and I know she's been with us recently as well. You needn't go through all of this alone. Ask God, His Son, Holy Spirit, the angels, your family, your co-workers, those around you, your neighbors, to help you. You don't have to go through this alone. Do some research. Maybe some of the answers you're seeking are online. You need the help, and it's okay to ask for it, because Ariel wants you to literally come in from the cold, that old movie that used to be on there, and welcome into the warm house of support and warmth and guidance and all of those things. Help is literally nearby. And when you send out negative thoughts, they manifest into negative action. When you send out positive thoughts, they manifest into positive action that you need to take. So, keeping in mind balance, earthly things, family, spirit, growth, and the king's telling you this is your kingdom and it's time to take control of it. So I'm going to end this reading with a very amazing set of circumstances here. Wow. Kind of blown away by that one myself. If you'd like a personal reading from me, I do have a little bit of time. My slots are filling up very quickly, so I can't jump on them right away like I used to be able to do. We do need to start planning some days in advance. But you can visit houseofangelcardreadings.com. We have email readings. We have Skype and Facebook video call readings. They're lots of fun. Just finished one. Worked out very, very well. And it's kind of what I'm here for. If we can kind of help you with a reading that you would like, 30 minutes or 60 minutes, we can sit down and talk, or more, depending upon how long you want a reading for. Lots of people have signed up for my classes. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am to get those going. Lots of people are having spiritual awakenings right now. The world is changing. We're seeing a lot more acceptance of intuition, psychic ability, spiritualism, connecting with God, His Son, Holy Spirit, the angels, our awakenings of life and of helping people, and more people are wanting to be light workers, whether it's with Reiki or acupressure or whatever the case might be. But lots of people are signing up now for my classes. These are personal classes, one-on-one, you and me, via video on Facebook or via Skype, where you can learn to read the cards. These are strictly divination tools, that's all they are. And so please visit my website. You'll see that the classes are there. You can take one class or you can take all of them. It is truly your choice. Each class is approximately an hour in length, and each class is $25. And I will give you the basics in the very, very first class and how you can actually start doing readings. Each class after that is a little bit more and more in depth. But would be honored if you'd care to join me. This is going to be an ongoing thing, just so that you know. But as my time slots get filled up, we're kind of running out of hours of the day. That is not a complaint, my friends, not at all. So I'm going to take just a moment and say thank you for not only watching and subscribing here to YouTube, but also liking my Facebook page and sharing the comments and posts there. It is truly a wonderful Wednesday and has been my pleasure and my honor to read for you today. Walk in peace. When we start in being at peace with ourselves first, it radiates outward. And if we can find a way, and maybe this is part of it, to bring more peace to the planet, one person at a time, then what an amazing ripple effect that has. So walk in peace, walk in love. Thanks for watching. Namaste.